Hello everybody, I hope you're doing really well. Today I'm joined with a very close family friend of ours, Colin. You right, mate? You ain't never done this before, so it's all good.
Stage fright.
Stage fright. We are today situated behind us, got an amazing story to tell you. Colin's going to tell you the story of it, and it really just encapsulates what really exploring history is about. And it's local for me, and definitely local for Colin, as you'll find out in a minute. We can't access it, but I'll give you plenty of shots to illustrate where it is. It's literally behind here, but the reason is because there's all these deer that are behind it, and obviously so it's got to be well kept and well fenced, otherwise I'll just escape. So stay with us on the other side, and then Colin will tell you this amazing story about what we're going to explore. Won't tell you just yet, so you have to wait. See ya. Hello everybody, welcome back. So Colin is going to tell the wonderful story of this, he'll explain what it is, and there you go, take it away, mate.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, this is a brief recollection of what my father, if I can recall correctly, he said when they were kids, back in the 30s, I believe, that sort of era, they used to come over here and use this facility for swimming. It was just purely like for locals. The farmer was a name called Mr. Hooker. There is a couple of photos of this, I believe, in the local WI scrapbook, of a couple of pictures with all the kids out here. And my father used to say that they used to have fish out here as well, swimming around. We used to come over here when we were kids on the Christmas walk, which made it pretty neat because Dad would reflect and have a bit more history to what we were, or what it was like over here when they were kids. It's 80 years ago. So it's of interest to me, and it's good to be able to show Dan and get it on the channel.
I think it's just really nice because it's like local history to both of us. Mm-hmm. And the fact is that you've got, it's one of these rare times on this channel where we spoke about it already, but we've actually got someone who actually visited this place and recalls it for what it is. And It's so, I think this is like, it's just such a nice thing to sort of take place. And even though we can't visit it inside, hopefully the footage you're seeing over obviously what Colin was talking about.
And it is pretty unique.
It's a very special place.
Pretty unique. And the history around here, there's a lot more around here.
Yeah.
Of history.
I wish I could show you the deers, but obviously on this camera unfortunately we don't have zoom, but they have been literally sort of like scattered all about and everything. Just why it's so well fenced off, and we've just seen a bit of like probably foxes, isn't they?
Yep.
Skirting the perimeter just to sort of like looking for their meal.
Yeah, then the badgers up in the woods.
Yeah, I know, I saw a lot, mate. It's just so nice today to obviously, like, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm going to embarrass Colin a little bit now, but I mean, Colin to me, he's such a, honestly, like, when mum and all that lot back in our day sort of thing, like we're talking, he's somebody I looked up to, especially when he travels in Canada. Honestly, Colin is like just, he's experienced life in a way that we were sort of talking about, that I wish I'd probably done if I weren't a musician. Me and you probably done the same thing. We would have travelled
over there.
That's it. That's for sure. Oh, because you spend a lot of time in Canada. It's another story for another day, by the way. But he's just such top bloke. I really mean it. And thank you so much, mate.
You're more than welcome.
Is there anything else you want to talk about whilst we're with that?
No,
or not
it's
really?
just if anybody else watching this knows of more definite information, we both appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw, so you'll see on the thing that we found like an old little, on the old maps of like basically where the pool was, basically, well, where it is, but like the old map of actually symbolising where it was. And obviously what they've done now is that you saying, Colin, they've sort of re-turfed it and made it like bigger, really, the stream.
For the deer park.
Yeah.
And but it still follows the original streams.
Yeah.
Or the direction.
We've not actually mentioned, because we're at Oldbury Hill, aren't we? Well, we're in Oldbury, on the outskirts of Oldbury Hill in sort of like Iton Way. And but yeah, was there any, like, do you remember it being cold? Do you remember?
It was always cold when we come out here Christmas time. Invariably, back in the day, there would be snow out here.
Oh, so yeah.
It's but it's good to see that it's still here.
Yeah.
After all this time, and say if anybody else knows about it, get in contact
Yeah,
with
but
the channel.
I think it's just that thing in it. It's like this really. I think for most people on my channel, especially old lot we've been watching since zero, like since the first videos, like they know that really. We sort of say because history matters, and obviously getting out there and exploring for yourselves. And this is a place I didn't know about until sort of Colin had sort of mentioned it, and we were like, I want to check it out. It's so cool. Do you know what I mean? Even though we can't access it, it's just as important because you can see it. Do you know what I mean? You can really get a great picture of it, but to actually talk to somebody who lived it and actually went into it is really important. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think it just reminds us of how much history gets lost and these amazing personal stories that people can tell. And like I said, just to document it more importantly. And hopefully all of you lot have really enjoyed that and appreciated it. So, all right, mate. Well, look, thank you, Colin.
You're more than welcome.
Honestly, it's a true pleasure. Honestly, we got lucky with the weather today, didn't we?
We
Mate?
have indeed.
We got all right with that. So that was good. Anyway, and more importantly, I hope you lot out there really enjoyed this as well. And feel free to spread the word of the channel. Much love to all of you out there because history matters. Thank you, mate. Look after yourselves, everybody. And yeah, kapow.